What's hot? Well, I can tell you we get call counts all day long on topics. And the number one topic lately has been the Kennedy half dollar. Mostly, do you got any 25s in stock? And that can be uncirculated, certified, can it be proof? Lots and lots of questions. Well, tonight, we do finally have back in stock Mint State certified in 7 holders. That's special. That's going to have a 5 or 6 minute conversation that we're all going to enjoy. Here we go. So we were all shocked when we were told the Kennedy is ending, right? Because the cent made sense, but the Kennedy was always made for collectors. It's a 50-cent denomination. It doesn't cost 50 cents to make, so then it's just scheduling and popularity and blah, 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 right? We know they're changing it next year for the USA 250, but then they said in 27, they're going to a different look and feel altogether. It's going to be a half dollar. It's going to be tied to the Paralympics, but it's not going to be per se the Kennedy. The Kennedy, as we know it, won't be there. So that means 2025 is the bookend everybody's looking for. Now, if you look at the numbers, the U.S. Mint capped how many Kennedys are being made this year, and they've really close to a sellout right now. The rolls where you get higher grades are gone. But now, how they strike them, how many versus how few, that's the key. Well, tonight we have a special pair. This is for both coins. And the reason why I'm saying it is because we are way under market in pricing. We had our small group of rolls that all came in from the Mint. We sent them down to ICG. We asked them to give us a read on grade, 6s and 7s, no 8s. They came back with more 7s than we thought. So it's a math equation. So we just said, we're going to go out and just make it affordable for everybody tonight. Because right now, our rival shopping network last night had them on the air. A 67 pair at $3.99. Now, they also had a 68 pair, only a few of them, and it sold out. They were at $5.99 for the 8s. Special stuff. Only a few 9 sets known to exist in the world as of right now. So when you look at tough, 67 is where it's at. If you take PCGS, if you take NGC, if you take ANAX, and you take ICG, and add up all of the P's and D's in 67 grade or higher, you're going to come up with less than 500 sets combined between all the services. And we're not hiding, we're not bashful. We just had a few rolls that just were nice rolls. And with that, we just said, hey, let's make it a special. It's why it's our deal here tonight. But when you're seeing others selling 66 pairs, over 200. When you see 67 pairs at $350 to $400. And you see 68 pairs north of 500 because of how few, because of how they struck them this year. And tonight, we can be under 100 for both. This is not a your choice. If you want them both, it's 200. Both of them tonight are $99.95. That's the pair price. Guys, phones are jamming, so let's put the message up, avccoins.com. If you hear that fast, busy, and you should be hearing it right now, it just means, well, everybody understands the value, understands the rarity, because we've all been hunting to find the best of the best affordably. And when does it all of a sudden no longer become affordable or beyond what we think is a reasonable price for the last coin in a series? And when you're looking at 300 or 400, which we've seen advertised on the other networks, you might have as well, it's not a horrible number when you know how few of them are known to exist. I mean, think about it. Less than 500 sets with all of them combined. That just makes this one of those shake your head and smile. Yeah. But with as much stuff going on this year at the U.S. Mint, right? We have all the brand new privy programs with the Proof Silver Eagle. We have the DC stuff coming up with Superman later in the year. We have the Morgan Dollar program that just launched in 2025. And on top of all of that, we got to make all the other stuff that we normally make. And now this is the last run. So when you're making coins in production for circulation, it's a little different than making them for collectors, right? And that's just the nature of the beast. But tonight, tonight, we have the opportunity to bring out the good stuff, really good stuff. 67, 66 and higher is a place to be. Don't get me wrong, 66 and higher, a great place to be. But 67, whoa, 68, and 69s, again, only a couple of sets known, and they're thousands, and they can get what they want for them, basically, because it's the end of an era, and it's the best stuff known. That is the design, the rendition of the presidential seal on the back of the coin. It's been on the coin since the year 1964. Guys, give me a 30-second clock, please. Getting down to low quantities. We thank you all for spending a few minutes with us on this one. The P mint mark, the D mint mark, the end of the era, and the end of the era tonight, high-grade 67s, but not at that 300, 400 level that we've seen advertised everywhere else. Tonight, while they last, we're at $99.95. It's a special deal. Gonna sell out, no questions asked. Patience with the operators. If you have it in your shopping cart, even though it's early in the show, push it through. Lock it down, call us back later and say, hey, and we're gonna say thank you, and we'll find your order, we'll add to it. But nobody should be missing out on this crazy deal. America's value channel, and this is one of those values we cannot miss.